Matter of fact, that's a
My
good
phone's
question.
all the way
What
over
what
there. I
what
can't
is
shout
the
nothing out.
threshold? What's the threshold for cheating? Matter of fact,
Anything
no.
to me is
Well,
There's so
anything you
many
matter of
like
fact,
wouldn't do
yeah.
in
little
front of your
things.
partner.
Wait, what'd you say?
To me, it's anything you wouldn't do in front of your partner.
That's the bottom line. If you wouldn't want them to do it, then don't
That's
do
shaky.
it.
That's shaky.
How's
Okay,
that shake?
I wouldn't
I like it's
wipe
some
my
yeah.
ass in front of my part. Like,
Okay,
you
well,
know,
anything you wouldn't want your partner to know you do.
Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? Hypothetical, right? So
nigga,
boom,
what if I
some
ate
shit
secrets
happened.
and I didn't want her to know?
This nigga being this nigga. Last question. Let's debate it. Joe, I ain't gonna hold you. If you want to come in this motherfucking pod with us, bro, we just here yapping it up. But whatchamacallit though?
Hey, Big Joe.
Yeah. But whatchamacallit though? Okay, boom. So say you telling your girl a story or some shit, right? And
Yeah.
something happened, right? And it's not important, but like it was a girl that like an interaction with a girl happened, and you don't and like you leave out the fact that was a girl because you know that your girl would trip. You feel me? Is that like is what like
It
that's
depends
some
on the
OD
interaction.
weird shit? Like you telling a
It,
story and you know it's a girl and but you say like they or like you change their gender or something in the story just for the sake of like you feel me?
Change their gender is a stretch. Change their gender is OD.
Your transfer gender is a stretch. If you just don't mention it, then it's whatever.
yeah, because
Yeah,
you
you
just
But
gotta
if
leave
you
it
lie
out.
about
you
it,
you're obviously trying to be sneaky at that.
Mm.
So I
But
feel
I
like
wouldn't call that cheating though. I would call that like some weird stuff, but I wouldn't call it cheating.
okay, that's fair.
I
I
feel
see
like you
what you
could
mean
be
now.
like I get the sneaky part, but it's some shit where it's like okay, it's so like it's such a non-factor that they gender don't fucking matter. Like they didn't matter in the story regardless. You feel me? So if I just leave out the fact that it was a girl for the sake of like, don't even give her an opportunity to to trip. I don't think that's like no OD bad shit. I feel like it ain't nothing wrong with not lying, but like
A
maybe
lie of omission
excluding,
is still a lie, big dog.
bro. I ain't gonna, and that's the problem with you religious ass niggas, man. Sometimes you gotta
What
leave
you
some shit out,
mean?
bro. Sometimes you gotta leave some shit
Bro,
out. I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
hold you.
saying
That's
I'll be
true.
That like
see, and you see.
I don't know,
I'm not
bro.
saying I don't be lying. I'm just saying that a lie of omission is still a lie. Just because I didn't
Bro,
tell
is
you
it?
about it, don't. If I intentionally don't tell you about something, I'm lying. Just because you don't know that I'm lying, that don't make it any less of a lie.
Nigga, is a lie
Just because
not
you didn't,
changing the truth?
just because you didn't act, just because no,
I could still tell
it's
you
just
the
not telling
I
a
could tell you
lie.
the truth and like leave some shit out, but you still got the truth.
Yeah,
You just don't got the full picture. You
I
feel me?
think
I didn't lie.
withholding
Exactly.
information
But
is a completely
if you know I'm
separate thing.
looking for the full picture and you are intentionally not giving me the full picture, that's a lie. Regardless of whatever your reason is, I could flip out and stab you. But if I'm asking you for something, especially in a relationship, if I'm asking you for something and you gonna purposefully not tell me because you don't like how I'm gonna potentially react, that's a lie.
Okay, so boom, right? You going through your day. At some point during the day, a girl comes to you, David, you so fine. I want to blah 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 hit on you. You don't respond. You don't interact with the shit. You don't interact with the shit. The girl, oh David, let me suck your dick. Oh, you so fine. Oh my god, be my man. All that other shit, right? And you like, nah, shout, chill. Boom, and you go about your business. Later on, your girl
Mm-hmm.
asks, "How was your day?" You tell her, "Oh yeah, I went to work. I made a little razzmatazz. I made the burritos and shit." You tell her, "Oh, school was cool," and you leave out the part about the girl trying to hit on you during the day. Is that like some? I don't think you lying
That's
to her. Like
I feel like
that's some
I
different
think
shit.
that's different. I wouldn't call that a lie.
But she
Now,
asked what happened
if
during your day, and you left that piece of information out. Is that not the same shit?
I think there's levels to it. So let me
I think
rephrase
it's
what I say then. I think that there's levels to it. There's definitely levels to it. Now, if that same situation happened and I'm on some like, nah, we could be cool though type stuff with the girl and get her instant, that's, you know what I mean? That's crazy. But if it's just like I ignored her or I say, nah, I'm cool. And
Yeah.
speaking of sidebar, um, what how do y'all feel about if like someone is hitting on you and you say, I'm sorry I have a girlfriend, or
Nah, nigga, why
don't
you
you
say no, I
sorry?
have a girlfriend.
Why you
don't say
sorry,
that.
nigga?
Okay,
It's
I had to make sure.
what you did
Don't
that
say
shit.
Yeah. No, hell no. I was just asking. I was just seeing where we was at on that
Okay.
since we was
That
on the
that
topic.
that nigga about to go and settle an argument tonight with his girl.
that.
Shit. But
Hell no, I'm that's not even Never that.
Yeah, let me not get this nigga in
But
trouble.
yeah, immediately. Every time I get on the pod, niggas is trying to get me in trouble.
Bro, it is what it is. That's why in court they say tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth. And then this nigga.
Nigga said that shit out of order, but
bro,
he got the gist.
I guess, gang. Bro, I just feel like sometimes, bro, but I feel like calling it a lie is so like that makes it so much more fucking mean, bro. Like it's just like you just conveniently left some shit out, like for the sake of protecting the peace.
In the example that you gave, that's not protecting the peace though, because
nigga, is it not? If you know your girl would trip out over that shit, nigga, you protecting the peace by not talking about the shit. Like, why would you talk about some shit that don't fucking matter? They're just gonna cause an argument.
That's a completely different. Like I said, I think that there's levels to it. There's a difference between something like that, and if I did everything right and I just like push off, then what's there to say? You know. But if they was like being extra, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm trying to think of another example that's not specifically that, because in that situation there's levels to it. Like there's either cheating or not cheating in that situation. You either act like you can be cool with the girl that's cheating, or you can, or maybe not cheating, but it's weird, or you ignore her. Then you don't need to say anything because it wasn't nothing. It's like some random person came up and talked to you throughout the day and gave you a compliment or something. Like it's not. That's on similar levels to me. That's unneeded to be said. But there's levels to like if when we're having a conversation and I ask you about something and you said like you tell me half of the truth, that like you lying. Telling half the truth is lying, and I don't consider that situation telling half the truth, if that makes sense. I think there's levels to it.
I suppose. I still think that withholding information is a completely separate thing than lying, and it might be like just as bad, but it's separate.
It's separate, but the lines blur sometimes.
So okay, so Amir, from your point of view, right? From your point of view, so say you the girl in this is what your man was talking about this, and later on you find out that shit happened during like that shit happened, and he withheld that from talking to you. Do you feel the type of way, or is just like the shit didn't even need to be brought up, or how you just about the situation in general? Like, is that some shit a nigga should bring up, or even vice versa with you, or like what?
I feel like it all depends on like the person, because being a girl you can know like and that goes for being a boy too, like you can know niggas' intentions type shit. And if I find out later and it's not from you, then obviously there's something going on. But like if it was so simple to the point where like the interaction happened and then it never got brought up again, obviously I'm not gonna know, and then obviously that makes it not a big deal. But if I find out like cause then the thing is too, when you interact with a girl and you got a girlfriend, the first thing she telling her friends is, "Oh, guess who boyfriend was flirting with me?" or "Guess who I was talking to?" and blah blah blah.
Nigga, we saw the same TikTok, bro.
So I feel like if it's that, like
we saw that TikTok, nigga.
Then I feel like you should have told me, because like if it's a person you know I don't fuck with and she talking to you like that, like okay, tell me what the fuck, like tell me. But if it's just some girl on the street, it's not.
I feel like that's a completely different instance, though.
But nah, Nick, no, she talking about the same situation. So like in this situation, right? So in this situation, if you didn't tell the girl, right, and then later on somebody come to your girl, ooh, it was some little girl trying to flirt with David and shit. Some little girl was trying to talk to your nigga the other day. Now your girl coming back to you, she like, what the fuck? Why you ain't boom boom? And now that's you feel me? So I feel like
fair. But like that's a situation of just being a dude. Like you just can't win. True. You genuinely just can't win. Like
that's a fact.
Nigga, I already done told her. No, what more you want me to do? They left that part out. Nigga. I left it out because I did everything I was supposed to do. Nigga. I didn't tell you about the stop sign that I stopped at the other day.
It's also up to you, because if you make a bitch feel comfortable enough to run her mouth, then she gonna run her mouth. Don't let a bitch be comfortable enough to run her mouth. If she most of the time, if somebody's trying to get on that with you and you make it very obvious that you're not interested, and sometimes you even got to be real with that shit, because like you said, if they keep going and they try to keep going at it, you got to be kind of rude, and a bitch will never say nothing if she never felt like she had the chance to. Like if you flirting with a nigga and he obviously giving you little thing, or like nah, like like I got a girl, like you gotta chill. Like if you like that, she like, oh da da da, and she like
Some bitches is
her
persistent.
her nigga going. That's what she gonna say. But if you like, oh fuck no, like no, I got a girlfriend, blah blah, she not gonna run her mouth because that's embarrassing on her part, type shit. So if you do the right thing from the jump, that shit gonna never get brought up, and you ain't never gonna have nothing to trip about. But if it is to that point where it's like, okay, she was doing some weird shit, like if this some girl that I know my girl don't mess with, I'm going to tell her. I feel like that's it.
Yeah,
Or like
that I agree.
something to do that. Do that. But if you know it ain't gonna be nothing, then you don't gotta really say it. But that's just for me though. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. If it's like somebody I know my girl don't mess with, I'm for sure telling her. I'm like, guess what, bitch? Just try to like, I'm gonna be a little messy about it because it's my girl. But if it's like, because girls be like in an ideal world, what you said is like it's gonna happen. Like if you give a clear no, she'll shut up because that's embarrassing. She got rejected.
Yeah.
Sometimes bitches don't care, and you know girls is messy and they twist narrative like a mug. So especially if it's like, oh, her niggas like her dude wasn't going, so now I'm finna start a whole whatever and mess their stuff up.
Yeah,
Like
because
just
shit,
just off
that's
the
what Jimmy was just talking about in
you
chat.
know that happened.
Because Jimmy said like, okay, if the bitch lie, the guy is gonna lose, and that's kind of what Dave was saying earlier. Where that's just kind of the guy experiencing it. You kind of just damned if you do, damned if you don't with most of that shit. So
Yeah.
I see both sides. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's just one of the things you kind of gotta gauge out in the situation. It's like, because if she find out on her own, you could. If you tell her, it's like, but maybe you'll be in less trouble. I don't even know, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, and that'd be the problem for real. Like, you just gotta choose how you want to lose most of the time. It do be a split second decision. Like you telling the story is shit. Do I? Because then it's gonna be why you even wanted to bring that up? Like why'd you have to tell me that? Like why would I give a fuck with a girl? And I was like, damn. But then if you found out later on, it's why didn't you tell me?
I was gonna say something about a similar situation that Ray had, but I don't know if he won't. Yeah. You remember that, Ray? Is that pod or no?
You muted, Ray.
You're muted.
Nigga not trying to
I had a couple. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, this nigga.
Damn.
Nigga said, the bitch just be on me. This nigga slurping up his noodles and shit. The bitch just be on me. Shit.
From when you were on the
which one?
I'm talking about when you were on the I'm talking about from when you were on the receiving end of the why are you telling me that?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the chick. Yeah.
You think about specific instances
as vague as possible.
Sure, go ahead. We're gonna go now. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because a situation that Ray had, his partner or whatever, they like was talking about that day and like, oh, this nigga was hitting on me, whatever. Like all these niggas be coming up to me, and he was like, I want to hear about your day, but like, do we really have to talk about that? Like, why are we, you know? I'm not trying to hear that niggas is trying to shark you. Like nobody's trying to do all that. I don't know what are we doing that for?
Time out. And part of the reason for that, because by myself, I don't want to hear that shit anyway. But niggas be OD with it. Like niggas like will really be like, oh, I bet that nigga don't know how to treat you out. I bet he a bitch. I bet he's like, what the fuck? So like a girl is just trying like, you feel me?
And she even like told you that. Like she said, oh, guess. So like I was out today and the nigga came up to me and was like, "Oh, your boyfriend ain't shit. He got a little ass dick. I'll beat the shit out that nigga. You don't get no money."
Wow, he keeps going. But I mean, in that specific instance, no. But before there had been time where she was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "I bet he ain't spending no money on you. Come fuck with a rich nigga, some shit like that." Like, what the fuck, bro?
Nigga, that was the sign. She telling you to get right, bro. But see, and that's the exact thing though. So like on the flip side of that shit, but even in that, you more, I don't know, bro. That shit is dead as just a pure lose situation. I think it really just come down to what type of relationship you got. Where like, I think what David said, where like if you could bring it up like a joking manner, like, oh, guess what happened? She really thought maybe you could get the shit off like that, and then it ends up cool. But I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not sure.
Personally,
I don't know.
It never worked. Because for me, it was always just like you would if you do tell her, Okay, go fuck her then. If you don't tell her, why didn't you tell me? You hiding shit. This is that and the third.
Mm.
So like you said, it's a damn if you do, damn if you. Niggas think they want to be told the truth, but can't handle it, bro.
I
There's no casual like it's just not. There's no casual truth telling, bro. How is it? Hmm.
no, I was just saying, yeah, it really depends on the dynamic of your relationship type shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.